Welcome to our 25th episode here on Thursday, November 16th. If you didn't know it was Thursday, joke's on you.
Yeah, I didn't either. My name's Ethan Rothamel.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
I am. Hello.
I'm Kate, but he's here.
Yeah, this is, they're clearly scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point with Ricari gone for so long, but happy to be here,
spirit.
Kate. Thank you. Thank you. We're coming at you live from the Microsoft campus in Redmond, Washington, and we're showcasing Mixer Magic, which is all about FTL and interactivity.
FTL, of course, means faster than light and allows you to stream at sub-second latency and interactivity. Ricari, which viewers don't just watch, they actively participate in what's happening on screen.
Nowadays, there is a lot to cover in the esports scene, and since the show is for you, you get to decide what we talk about via the voting options you'll see below the video window.
Finger guns, finger guns, finger guns. That's right.
A lot of movement. A lot of movement this episode.
It's true. So now we don't get to choose the topics. We do get to choose which finger guns we use at which time. These topics, however, will be discussed, and you'll be doing the voting for us. We only have 30 minutes every week.
So
for this week, but we'll talk about that later. To make sure you get your vote in, if you want to hear your favorite esport information, what are you going to see? What are you going to do? Who's up? Who's down? Leaderboard us.
Now, as you mentioned, before we get into the games, we have something for you this week. We normally start the show with a special segment. This time around, you are driving me nuts. We're not going to do that.
Super excited about Ethan being here.
Yeah, sure. That's it. We're not going to do that, though. Instead, we're going to be moving that segment to the end of the show. So much movement today. To 3:30, and we'll be extending today's episode to 45 minutes in order to try something new. So,
it's true. Hey, listen, you guys are at work or at school or out of school and whatever. This is the time. Sit back, relax, get yourself a bev, and watch for now. But from now until 3:30, we'll be doing our regular show, having you vote on those topics, see what's left afterwards. We'll keep the show going by doing that extended event preview segment. What is the event? I'm glad you asked. Rainbow Six Siege Pro League Season 3 finals in Sao Paulo, Brazil. They're happening this Saturday, Sunday. Now, working with Ubisoft, we're excited to welcome competitive content like Rainbow onto this platform and are looking forward to diving into the event details with you starting at 3:30 p.m. later today. So stay tuned.
Yes, indeed. I just want to take a moment. 25 episodes. I know this isn't the normal show, but congrats, everybody. That's pretty awesome.
Hey!
25 episodes.
Our episode can rent a car.
That's true, without any extra fees. Our interactivity is always enabled for this show. So what that means is we're going to turn on some live voting from time to time. Right now, you'll see 4 choices to choose from that selects the next segment. These choices are below the video window in the interactive section, so just click on the one you want. I know what I'm picking.
I see it. Oh, I know which one I picked already. Now, for the moment you see the screen, that means you have 30 seconds to vote. You only get to choose once per segment, and you'll see the results update in real time. Woohoo! Also, do we have new emotes?
We do. So make sure you follow that channel to be able to use them, and that allows you to use them globally all over Mixer. So if you want to splash Ricari and Kate's face all over the website, you got to follow us.
It's true. Also, to reference chat here, Swag Made Flesh. Yeah, I was at E3. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
Because we're live.
Yes.
You can chat too. Let's see what we're going to be chatting about. Here it comes in 7 seconds, 6 seconds.
5 seconds. Oh, 4 honors winning.
Wow,
That's actually what I picked.
Winning. How
That's
was
what
that?
I picked. I don't know. I'm excited.
Well, apparently
I like swords.
you helped it out. So
Did it win?
It won, which means you're starting us off there, E-Town-tastic.
Crap. Okay, For Honor Season 4, Order, and Havoc. I don't know what that means. New heroes, new maps, and new modes have come to For Honor Season 4, Order, and Havoc. It features 2 new heroes, the Aramusha and the Shaman. The Aramusha joins the Samurai forces as a hybrid capable of dishing out fast attacks and defenses with dual katanas. That actually sounds amazing. Meanwhile, the feral hatchet and dagger-wielding Shaman joins the Vikings with multiple skills that increase your strength while your opponent is bleeding. These heroes released on the 14th of this month for Season Pass holders and can be unlocked by other players on November 21st for 15,000 steel each. The 2 new maps in Market Town and the Gauntlet released to all players on the 14th.
I was going to say, real quick tangent here, if you're watching this and don't know anything about esports or For Honor, boy, are you confused right now.
Yeah.
So on top of the new ranked Dominion mode, the much-anticipated Tribute mode has arrived as well. So Tribute is an objective-based 4v4 team mode in which teams must control 3 offerings on the map with the goal of bringing them back to a shrine. Now, once an offering is secured at a shrine, you can offer one of 3 team blessings.
Ooh.
Sounds like a typical Tuesday for me. Vindicator, which boosts attacks. Guardian grants regeneration, a regenerating shield.
That's good.
Regenerating shield.
It's a lot of syllables.
Lots of syllables. Or Oracle, which shows enemies on the map. Love that one. These blessings can be a curse upon your team if you let offerings fall into enemy hands, so teams must choose their composition wisely.
Ooh. Ubisoft hosted a reveal event in Montreal on the launch day of this content, inviting popular For Honor content creators and pros to compete in a 4v4 combat for honor, glory, and to showcase the shiny new features. For the pros, it was NA versus EU as the European team Ultimate Digital Athletes. What?
Yeah, exactly.
They took the set 3-0 over the Americans of Team NRG.
Ooh, yes, of course. Which Shaq is a shareholder in them.
What?
NRG
I didn't know that.
It's true. So when it came to content creators, each team was required to have one player use one of the two new heroes. Team Order, represented in Aramusha, dominated the set 3-0 over Team Havoc, representing the Shaman, and Cartoons and Man vs. Game at the helm.
Ooh, that's some pretty high-level content creators on that team. Now, just 1 month ago, 6 elite teams, 3 from North America and 3 from Europe, faced off in 3 weeks of online qualifiers to earn their spot in the For Honor Season 3 live final in Montreal. When it all came to the grand final, it was Bandana and the Centurion player from America versus Poland's favorite Nobushi player, Alernikin? I know I'm butchering that.
It looks like Alernikin.
Alernikin. That sounds so much better. See, this is why you're the host. Alernikin walked away the victor with a nice trophy and $2,000 in his pocket.
Not too shabby.
Wow. To keep up with all the For Honor news and action, head over to forhonor.ubisoft.com and follow @ForHonorGame on Twitter.
A great thing to watch, and For Honor, what a delight.
It's addicting. It is. I like it.
It's addicting.
Yeah, I dig it. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun slashing people after a rough day at work.
Boy, I'll tell you
In a game.
something. I mean, what?
In a game. Yeah. Yeah.
It's totally cool. It's totally fine.
All right,
Speaking
moving
of
on.
slashing and moving on. Oh, you have things to vote on.
Yes.
Check out below. Okay, I'm seeing that there seems to be a lot of Rocket League going on here. Let me just double check.
I'm gonna tilt it.
You're gonna tilt?
I gotta pick
Come
something
on.
else. I gotta pick
Rocket
something else.
League.
It's always devil's advocate.
That's fair.
Whatever chat wants, I don't want that.
Wow, that is.
I'm just trying to be.
You're a rabble rouser.
Yes.
You rouse the rebels.
Yeah, that's what my mom always called me.
Is anyone else enjoying Ethan's Clark Kent look?
Oh my gosh.
It's a good thing.
It's not.
It's a super good thing.
Clark Kent was a nerd.
Well, he was a understated hero.
Okay. All right, I like
I
that.
don't know about Peter Parker, please.
He definitely got beat
please.
up.
What do you think this is?
All right, it looks like Rocket League won. You got your wish.
Huzzah! Shall I speak about it? Well, I shall. Okay, so as we talked about extensively on the show, the Gfinity Elite Series showcases top players and teams every week in their second season of tournament play. Series are split into 3 different games, and one of those games happens to be Rocket League. Fun fact also, E-League is also starting their Rocket League stuff this coming January.
Oh, that's a lot of Rocket League.
A lot of Rocket League. Here we go. Every week, Gfinity puts together a highlight video that tells the story of an individual match, and we think the match that occurred last weekend should be today's video to watch. There is several matches. I'll let you decide which one of them we're showing you now. The playoffs are right around the corner, so every shot on goal counts. Let's check out this quick match highlight.
Ooh.
And Method have Reason next week, so that's going to be super tough for Method. And Epsilon, or Envy, sorry, have this struggling Excel. So this could be it for Envy.
Exactly the start that Toasty would have needed. Just give him a little bit of confidence. Tie that game back up at 1-1. The shot doesn't hit the cross. Freeze can't convert, but Waffle.
Believing in your teammates, it's just passing to each other.
Toasty, that's this ball up.
That's it.
What a great start here for Method once again, as you say.
Yeah. Middle. Going ceiling again? Sure. There we go. Nice. Wait. Jesus, we got a bit of a shot.
Oh, that's decent. GMS with a huge play.
That's a way to get Method going. GMS with the huge play, as you say. Gets the long clear upfield, but follows it up and gets the second touch to direct that one.
He's been called by the analysts the most mechanically gifted player on the field, and that's saying something with Waffle. And Freeze to the other side. But look at what they're capable of.
They have been playing very, very nicely indeed, and I don't think anyone would be too surprised.
Open.
to see if that can happen. And Waffle is going to put the first one in. He's any momentum that they do have. GMS is going to play that one off the back. He's looking for the second touch as well. Will it finish? No, he didn't quite. Waffle looking for that pass back inside.
That exact touch that we just saw from Method is what they need to stop. That
GMS is gone.
Can't better. Second time lucky, they got it right.
The guys on the desk, they're not challenging for everything at the moment. They're playing a little bit slower. And just making Envy make a few more.
Oh!
Just like that one from Frizz. But some moments of brilliance starting to come out here from Method.
I mean, it was one of those times again where Bipod's up, but nobody knows if he's there.
Bipod!
But he's hitting that one!
Method in.
That's 10. This is it.
Ball comes off the backboard. Waffle tries to play it back, but Toasty to win the game essentially for Method.
So close once again for Toasty.
Frizz is going to get the long.
Oh, you might be following. There's Frizz.
Oh! But Waffle's going to put that into the back of net. Two players following up. Does have the shot, but a big save coming in from Waffle.
That's a great pre-jump by Waffle. I would have liked to see another pass there from GMS. Bipod with a huge interception.
Oh my word! He's
level, and it still was not quite enough. And instead, Method. So we've done the job, but let's go above and beyond what anyone expected of us. They're going to need to make another comeback though, because walk at that.
Bipod.
Toasty slammed that ball. He is feeling a lot better. You can tell just by the way people hit the ball that they're feeling confident, because that was a boomer by Toasty from defense. But look at that front, Frizz. Everything was going wrong. Hit the post. Crazy saves from Bipod. Oh, there's another post as it does come back in the middle. Looks like Toasty had most angles covered, but they have more defending to do. Here it comes.
Now, remember, folks, you can catch matches every Saturday starting at 2 a.m. Pacific time on Mixer.com/Gfinity.TV, and keep it locked at Gfinity on Twitter for more information about the league and other content to watch. 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
That's early.
It's not late.
I love our banter.
Boy, do I. Speaking of banter, what do we got? Okay, Gears of War. Okay.
Just because you say it doesn't mean they're going to vote for it. Like, guys.
Yeah, no kidding, because I keep wanting to vote for CSGO and nobody goes with me.
I pick CSGO for you.
Aw, thanks, Ethan.
Yeah, you're
Doesn't
welcome.
really help me, though, if I'm being completely honest.
All right, we're losing. 64, we're getting slaughtered.
Slaughtered. Well, you know, things happen.
That's all right.
Listen, Gears is a great game, and if you're into Gears, perhaps you should find yourself back here next Wednesday, November 22nd.
I like that
It's
plug.
a small plug that's coming in hot, and 6 seconds to go, though it seems quite clear that Gears of War shall be it.
Yeah.
Not sure why I'm talking like this, but do you mind if I jump into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one
go
once
ahead,
this,
by all
goes
means.
live? Thank you very much,
The
Ethan.
less I talk, the better.
Oh, that's my motto. Anyway, moving right along, that I never pay attention to. Going right here. Here we go. So, of course, last weekend, Gears of War sanctioned LAN events in 4 locations. There was all Gears all the time. These were around the world, made up what was called the Fall Regionals. You could literally watch Gears of War in so many parts of the world all at the same time. It was incredible. These events allowed anyone to come out and compete to earn not only Gears Pro points that apply to the actual competitive circuit, but could also win cold, hard dineros. 2,000 of them. Excuse me, times 10. That's $20,000 was put up for each event. And while we think those competitors have made it out, let's take a look at how these events ended all over the world in their final moments.
As well, but it might be just a tad bit late. Toy Soldier's going to be playing the defense here, has teammates on site as well, but Echo Fox currently are getting no points. E-Hill is getting neutralized as well, so nobody getting any points at this point, but now Echo Fox, they take control.
Starting off with
B,
the event in California and run by Casual Misfit Gaming, the final match came down to teams Echo Fox and ALG.
Allegiance.
Can you guess who wins?
It's going to be Echo Fox.
It's going to be Echo Fox. Look at that, 6-2. What a win. What a win.
That's
now,
nice.
Moving over to Mexico City, this event was ran by Gamelta and featured teams Ronin and World's Best as their final teams. The name like World's Best, you really got to commit.
You really do.
Pasando, lo están tirando para atrás una vez más y bueno, Agos, pero esto no lo levanta. Esto se ve a favor de Running, parece ser que se van a poner con el primer lugar de Latinoamérica. Ventrucci, es lo que estamos viendo hasta el momento.
Vamos a ver, cada partida, mi estimado Linkin, y están prácticamente en este momento ya reapareciendo todos los jugadores en escena, y el Embar, que te digo, a manos de Neso Dice, que a lo mejor no lo está implementando de la mejor manera, pero está generando bastante presión. Tenemos la Vika por parte de Ronin y cada vez más generando, uy, por poco se acaba de salvar este muchacho. muchacho no alcanzamos a saber quién fue. Y mira, nada más vamos a ver qué es lo que sucede de momento en la parte de top. Vemos también en Colinas que están tratando de aguantar la vica, pues estos muchachos. Advers con una baja, aguas con esto. Tenemos a Legend abatido, tiene que responder lo más pronto posible. Están dando cross, aguas con el Reaper, genera otra baja, pero ya también acá está complicando. Ya van por la captura de home rival, van a empezar a presionar a los rivales aquí. Se está acabando esto, mi estimado Linkin. Aguas con estas jugadas, hay 5 muertos, está respawnando el último. Parece que esto es partida para el equipo de Ronin. Vamos a ver, se acerca la última dominación, mi estimado Linkin. Puede que sea, los serruchan y tenemos al nuevo campeón. Se llama Ronin, acaba de derrotar a World Best Gaming, campeones del Fall Regional por parte de
Coalition. In jolly old London town, EGL ran this event, and teams Fable and Supremacy wind up as those to close it out. Check this out.
Again, you see the pit fight coming down to the right. We're on board with Phelps on the platform, but there's a lot of action going down at the pit as well in the background. And Phelps is going to have to run off because he's seen a couple of members. He's going to try and double team Zorkos at the bottom. Zorkos does fall first. Hydrone has picked up, Darkfrag picks up the double. Physics also going to fall. Baghdad drops, and the boom shot and drop shot go the way of Fable. This is it. This is going to be championship point, I think, as all members of Fable are dead now. Of Supremacy are dead now. 4 seconds on the board. It's coming in, and that's going to be Fable, your champions for EGL, for regional here in London, England. Gives a round of applause for your winning team, Fable Esports. Fantastic performance by them.
Was there any...
And finally, we're out in New York City. That was at the Microsoft Store. Team at 5th Avenue through this event. Teams Optic Gaming and Ghost Gaming. Let's take a look and see what the Green Wall has to offer.
Push here towards the high side. Here comes the smokes, but here comes the M-bars right back at you. Explosive misses the first one. Looking for a headshot here. Not going to connect for one just yet, but he gets a body shot. Mental finishes where that came from with the kill over Rushies and completely thwarting the push of Ghost here. I'm not sure if I agree with this Ghost Gaming decision. You still have time, but 2 M-bars in favor of Optic. I don't know how why, I think that's the best way to push in that situation. Ribs, though, takes out Pell across the map.
Had time, but time is of the essence now. 149 to 149. Optic now in the lead. 2-1 Hills in their favor as well. And the kills just keep on coming. Pressure now from Summons for the Trip Cap domination. Championship point, Optic Gaming. Rushies goes down. Is anyone else in a position to break a hill? I'm not sure if they are or not. Trip Cap is going through, and it is in. Optic Gaming are your champions once again.
And there you have it. Optic Gaming proving their dominance, and with a sub. And we got some green CO2 behind me. See that? A little bit of green wall action here live at the Microsoft Store in New York City. Congratulations, Optic Gaming, proving.
Huge congratulations and thank you to everyone who came out and supported these events, not only in person, but also to those who watched online and all weekend long.
I can imagine that there was a lot of people with their sleeping bags and their popcorn and their other things for
think of
eating.
one other thing.
Yes, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Next up for Gears is the second episode of Gears Pro Circuit, which I mentioned earlier. That's called All Access, and it's on Mixer.com/Gears of War next Wednesday, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on this Mixer channel. And by Mixer channel, I mean Channel 1. Well, actually, it's Gears.
It's Gears. Yeah, it's actually on the Gears channel.
It's true. It's exclusively on Mixer, and that's what we're going to tell people, because that's true. We'll have Gears fan oh my God, Evil One.
That was good.
I cannot believe I almost called it Evelyn. Evil One, sorry, Hein, as our featured streamer before the episode gets started. We'll have that broadcast begin promptly at 4 p.m. Pacific. Also have a live Q&A interview with pro player Shot Collins. Couldn't help it.
What do you want me to say?
Alex Shot Collins. Anyway, so make sure to tune in, and maybe he'll answer your questions about the show. Not about the show, but about Gears in general on the show. In addition, we'll also have Gears of War shoutcaster John Fallout join us in the studio. It'll be your chance to claim the snub and long shot weapon skin. We all know you love your weapon skins,
yes.
So make sure you're there. You're going to be able to claim that snub and long shot weapon skin while enjoying the show.
Talking about Gears, I realize I need a better nickname, by the way. Fallout and Shock are way cooler than Danger. And, of course, there's the Dallas Open event happening next month on December 1st through the 3rd with a $250,000 prize pool. In the official first event of the pro circuit, teams will be eager to prove out their roster and claim the top spot. Head on over to gearsofwar.com/esports to see what else is in store for the event. Yeah. What would my nickname be?
So did I just hear you correctly that Danger was not good enough?
No, yeah, it's my middle name, but I need to move up.
Here's the
get
thing.
it? Do you get it?
I do
This is
get
a stupid
it.
bit. All right.
Oh,
I
is it
own
a bit? Because I was really legit.
Yeah.
Is
no.
it Ethan Danger?
Yeah. No, it's not. But I want it to be.
Come on. Man, I
Whatever.
feel a little bit redonk. Anyway.
Let's ask chat. Chat, what should my middle name be? I'm going to legally change it based on your
What is
suggestions.
it now?
Danger. It's not.
I know.
It's Thomas.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you.
Based
I
on
got
my
a little A
sweater.
plus.
What?
You know Halos? Well,
What'd you
let's
vote
talk
for?
about it. Anyway, Paladins is up there. We got Street Fighter. This is the Red Bull series, Street Fighter 5, Counter-Strike, or Street Fighter 5
It
Infinity.
won. Street Fighter 5 for Gfinity won.
Gfinity. Why don't you start us off there, E-Town-tastic?
Sounds good. Nice.
That's a new
Week 6
nickname.
of the Gfinity Elite Series is in the bag, and the path to the playoffs is narrowing steadily. In the Street Fighter 5 segment of the competition, we saw both great matchups and strong sportsmanship. Two leading teams, Prophecy and Method, faced off Friday night, and Prophecy was inches away from victory at 3-0 when Method player Pax controller disconnected right at the end of the match.
Boy, if I had a nickel, I'd have at least 5 cents.
Okay.
So normally in this scenario, the player would yield the match. Prophecy, gracious enough to go for a rematch.
Pretty good of him.
What a delightful player.
Yes.
GG to that gent.
Seriously.
So let's roll that clip. Here you can see, let's see if we're rolling. Is this our clip where, like,
Yes.
got some clips on the screen. You can see match point, Method player. Oh, why did I jump in on this one?
Verdoyance.
Verdoyance, what a great name. You know what? Well done, Verdoyance. So they're just inches away from making that comeback for Team Method. Prophecy player Zera used some surprising tactics, ultimately prevailed 4-2.
Wow. And in a matchup that went all the way to 7 games, Reason took Envy 4-3. And in another upset, Epsilon beat Endpoint 4-1, and XL defeated Infuse 4-2.
Exactly. Now, there's a lot of drama here, and if you want to get in on all of it, check out the Gfinity Elite Series at mixer.com/GfinityTV. That's a GFINITY TV.
Nice. That was good.
That's fast. That's fast alphabeting.
Yeah, good job. Good job. We got voting again, guys, and I really hope you pick Overwatch. I'm so excited for the Overwatch League.
Oh, Overwatch League will be fun.
Can I talk about it first?
Of course you can talk about it first.
Thank you.
Of course you can. I am delighted. I am always the one that's been touting the Overwatch League here on this set, and I am delighted that you are also a fellow Overwatch Leaguer.
I am a huge fan.
You are a fan.
Yes, I play on console mostly, but I'm trying to make that switch to PC. That's where the competition is.
That
you
is
know?
where the competition heats up for sure. Mouse and keyboard is perhaps where it's at.
That 60 frames a second is a noticeable difference between console and PC. And it's like I'm playing 2 different games. Like I feel like my characters are different, who I'm good at, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm interested if anyone in chat plays both and if they feel the same way. But anyway, it looks like Overwatch won.
What are the
Thank
odds?
you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna
Go
dive
for
right
it,
in.
Ethan.
Woohoo! Back last November at BlizzCon 2016, Blizzard announced their plans for the Overwatch League. Beginning January 10th, 2018, 12 teams will play 4 stages of matches. Each stage is roughly a month long and ends with 2 title matches. The 12 teams have been divided into 2 divisions, the Pacific Division and the Atlantic Division. The Pacific Division is composed of the Dallas Fuel, go Texas, Los Angeles Gladiators, Los Angeles Valiant, San Francisco Shock, Seoul Dynasty, and Shanghai Dragons.
It's true. Now, while the Hot Atlantic Division will have the Boston Uprising, Florida Mayhem, Houston Outlaws, yeah, you heard me, we have a Dallas and a Houston.
Oh, nice.
London Spitfire, New York Excelsior, and Philadelphia Fusion.
That's a lot of
Exactly.
teams. We will get to see these teams in action during their first preseason event on December 6th, where all 12 teams will play in an exhibition match at the Blizzard Arena in Los Angeles to kick things off.
It's true. That's a whole year of Blizzard in the arena to start everyone off before they go to their subsistent cities. Subsistent sites. Right, right. Then we'll kick off the season off. Sorry. Boy, was I excited. We're kicking off that season. That's January 10th with Stage 1. Until then, stay up to date on the latest Overwatch League news at overwatchleague.com, or you could watch this fine program.
Yes.
I'm
Sorry, I thought they
assuming
would
those.
cut it there.
I was assuming that was a meme.
Yeah.
Was where were you supposed to continue talking?
I don't get it. I don't understand the format of the show at all.
You know what though? It's entertaining, and isn't that the point?
Yeah, it's entertaining for somebody.
God, I hope so.
All right, so let's. It looks like voting's up again. I'm gonna pick. Ooh, I'm not gonna tell you this.
I did it. I picked mine. Can anyone
Can I guess?
Can
Yes, Counter-Strike.
anyone guess? What's it?
Counter-Strike.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
I'm gonna
I mean,
pick,
come on.
I'm gonna pick Madden because it's at 0%.
So you want to turn the tides?
I just
with
feel
your,
bad. You know?
Your.
Not gonna give
Oh
him 9%.
Lord, I could have made a lovely political joke, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's a good call.
Because it's not lovely. Maybe just be.
Tell me after the show.
I will tell you.
And
It's
then I'll
not even
tweet
that
it.
interesting, to be completely honest. But you
right.
should follow him on Twitter, because why not?
Fair enough. 5 seconds. Get your votes in. Get them in. We got
Only
a
this
couple
many.
seconds. Here we go. Here we
Only
go.
one many.
Oh, Paladins.
That
It's
seems
Paladins.
right.
Your turn.
Paladins, I'll go for it. Here we go. Okay, Paladins. We're talking week 4, the AKA finals week of Hi-Res Studios Paladins console series. It's a mouthful. It's come and gone, which means that the victors have emerged
For those
victorious.
Ooh, nice. I did not expect you to keep going. For those who haven't heard about this yet, here's a little background. The Paladins console series is open to all Xbox and PS4 players in North America or Europe. You heard that right.
Woo!
Everybody's invited. From now until October of 2018, teams will battle through 12 monthly tournaments online, with each one consisting of 3 weeks of open bracket play. The top 8 teams from each region will then face off in a monthly final where they'll have a shot at the cash prize, earn some crystals, and potentially earn an invite to compete in the inaugural Paladins Console World Championship taking place at the Hi-Res Expo in 2018.
It's true.
That was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful, but you did it. You did it very well. They'll be giving away over 84,000 crystals and more than $19,000 each month to the winning teams, not the losing teams. Shocking.
Yeah.
$250,000 towards total during the course of the next year. So as we mentioned, finals week took place last weekend, and boy, what a battle was wrought.
EU Xbox started off with Olympus versus Freelo. Freelo started out strong, but Olympus came back to take the division 3-1. On the PlayStation side, We Love Gaming went head-to-head with Madness, but even though Madness fought back hard, We Love Gaming came out on top 3-1. I imagine it was like the nice, the kind-hearted name.
Like,
we just love gaming.
It's true. Who doesn't? So here in NA for the Xbox Finals, Fatty Free. Oh, I love my joke. Okay,
That's
so this
good.
is for the Xbox Finals. Fatty Fidos went up against Hook Magnets. We're just gonna let that one hang in the air.
Yeah, just do
but
it.
they weren't able to hang, and Hook took it 3-1. That's written, not even me.
Yeah.
For the NA PlayStation Finals, it was Runaways versus Ember Nation. Ember started strong but fizzled quick, and Runaways took it 3-0.
Wow.
It's pretty convincing.
Yeah, it is. So congrats to the first ever division champs. You guys rocked it. There won't be any Paladins console series this weekend, sad. But
Meh.
there will be the Paladins competitive PC. So for more Paladins action, keep tuning in at mixer.com/PaladinsGame from today through Sunday. So still
Through
a lot of
Sunday.
content.
So you've got a busy weekend.
Yes, I do.
By the way, Hi-Res Expo 2018 is already sold out. Ugh. So for a chance to win VIP trip tickets to watch the inaugural Paladins Console World Championship, follow @WatchMixer on Twitter and retweet to enter.
And good luck to all that enter that competition.
Yes, although you should all be following @WatchMixer.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, is it upcoming tournaments already? Can I talk about this one?
I suppose.
Oh, you're such a gentleman. Let's talk about upcoming. And of course, if you're a CSGO fan or a PUBG fan, IEM Oakland is where you got to be. And it started yesterday with the group stage for their Counter-Strike Global Offensive Competition. Now with teams like Team Liquid, Astralis, Ninjas in Pajamas, we call them NIP where I'm from, and many, many more top performers in attendance, you'll be sure teams vying for their share of the $300,000 prize purse will be at the top of their game. At the same time, starting this Saturday, tune into the PUBG tournament as 20 teams fight for $200K in 8 intense squad matches. Go to intelextrememasters.com, that is IEM, intelextrememasters.com for a wealth of information about the tournament and what to tune in.
You're very good with your acronyms.
Thank you.
Moving on to Street Fighter V, the Red Bull Battlegrounds will be held in Boston, Massachusetts this Saturday and
Boston.
Sunday. Boston. Hosting hopefuls as well as the Capcom Pro Tour North American Finals. There'll be 512-player open bracket that a 512-player open bracket that acts as the LCQ for the Pro Tour. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Check redbullbattlegrounds.com to learn more. Once again, redbullbattlegrounds.com.
True story. Let's talk Paladins. As we just mentioned, the Paladins Console League. And we have our Mixer exclusive League Paladins Console Series continuing this weekend with EUNA action on mixer.com/Paladins game. That's spelled Paladins game. Remember that anyone on Xbox or PS4 can play in these tournaments because we love all gaming. So take a chance, sign up, and maybe we'll be talking about you in a future episode. Head over to paladinsworld.com for more information and the full schedule, as well as all the action going down at the Fall Land this weekend for other Paladins leagues.
Nice.
Whew.
Well done.
Thank you. You as well, sir.
Yeah, pounded.
Yes, pounding. But you know what?
We're not done.
We're not done.
We're not finished.
No. Just sit back, relax, because we're going to welcome you to an event preview segment. This is the segment of the show that makes it extended. So as we take a deeper and closer look at the upcoming Rainbow Six Siege Pro League Season 3 finals going down in Sao Paulo, Brazil, this Saturday and Sunday.
We're trying out new things on the show, and instead of doing a quick overview or update on a topic, we're going to slow things down right now.
Slow
and
it
try,
down.
Yeah, slow it way down.
Down.
Try and bring more awareness and context to those of you who will be watching this weekend. That's the goal. Give you the information you need so you'll watch the broadcast and consider yourself a fan. And
It's true.
I already am. I am a huge Rainbow
This is
Six
a
fan.
Rainbow Six fan.
I am huge. I'm very excited to talk about this today.
Which is why we're going to jump into our brief overview of what that whole Rainbow Six Siege Pro League is all about.
Oh, the clip. Now, awesome. Rainbow Six Siege is a first-person shooter where you take the role of the best Special Forces units in the world. It's one of the top games streamed on Mixer every week, and for good reason. Their competitive scene is huge, and the Pro League is at the forefront of the esports scene, featuring some of the world's best gamers. This, of course, is why Season 3 of the Rainbow Six Pro League Finals is a big deal.
Exactly. So, it all takes place this weekend on the 18th and 19th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. 8 teams will go head-to-head in this brutal tournament where the winner takes home the trophy along with a rather large share of the $275,000
Nice.
prize pool.
Wow.
That's how they used to put it in Brazilian.
Nice. Nice. I'll take your
Not
word for
Portuguese.
it. Now, to get here, teams needed to battle through their region's GSL group stage for 7 weeks. 7 weeks in order to determine the top 2 teams from each. The bottom teams are sent to regulation where they have to battle other teams in order to keep their spot in the league. There are 4 major regions in all: North America, Europe, Latin America, and Asia Pacific. And the top teams from each meet here at the Rainbow Six Pro League Finals.
It's true. Now, while most of the teams fighting for Season 3's prize are familiar to fans, there are a few new ones to watch. You see EG there and Penta. Teams from the EU, we're talking that Penta Sports and ENCE Esports, Continuum, and Infamy.
Ooh.
Continuum is actually now EG, which is why that could
really?
have been confusing for some people.
It's confusing for me.
There you go.
Team Font and Black Dragons Esports from Latin America. And did you look this up? Is it EINS or INS?
EINS, I
All right.
believe. And
EINS.
Mantis.
Ooh, and Mantis FPS from the Asia Pacific region. This is actually the first time that 2 teams from the AP region, one from Japan and one from Korea, are headed to the finals.
It's true. We'll have a little bit more information and fun facts about that in a second. But for now, the bracket seeding at the event. So these are 8 teams. They'll be split into 2 groups. Group 1 will hold the first place teams for each region. Group 2 will contain the second place teams. Matches are first and second place. They're on their groups. You get it.
Yes.
Matches are best of 3, but it's a single elimination bracket, so teams need to bring their A game.
That is stress. That is not, all I
I'm
hear is stress.
stressed about it, and I'm not even playing.
The German-based Penta Sports is a crowd favorite. They've won the past 2 Pro League finals, and it looks like they may be heading into their 3rd. So if you want to catch the action, tune in to mixer.com/Rainbow6. And as a reminder, that's Rainbow 6, the number 6, not the word.
Mm-hmm.
And there are plenty of other tuners you can catch it on as well.
Exactly. This weekend's going to be quite the thing.
It's going to be hot.
So there you go. That's the overview of the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League. But now let's dive into the tournament format for the event this weekend. As said before, there are 4 regions involved in their Pro League. We got North America, Europe, Latin America, and Asia Pacific.
Each of these regions had 8 teams split into 2 groups of 4 teams each, where the top 2 victors moved on to regional playoffs. After 7 weeks of play, let's take a look at each region and how they fared. Starting off with North America.
Let's go to the graphics.
All right, so Group A, the winners were Evil Geniuses and Infamy. They got to move on, while Era Eternity, am I pronouncing that correctly?
That's a great question.
They got an invite next year. Moving on over to Group B, Rogue and Most Wanted Esports got to walk away victorious, moving on to the playoffs, while Elevate got the Season 4 invite.
That's fair, exactly. Now let's talk about EU. Go across them ponds there. And that would be Group for Europe. Here we go. We're talking Group A. That's ENCE Esports and Snook and Nose Esports. They're going to go ahead and advance, as well as Penta, well, not a surprise, and Millennium will both advance. Supremacy, Alpha Republic of Esport, you're going to have to wait just a little bit to watch them again, but GG to their
indeed. Penta's looking good. It's pretty intense.
Penta is looking good. It's always looking
good. But before we move on, let's take a look at the Latin American group. Group A, Team Font and Encore Esports will be advancing. And in Group B, we have Black Dragon Esports and BRK Esports, while Nox Gaming and Merciless got the Season 4 invites.
That's nice.
So GG's all around, everybody.
Absolumo. Now, with the exception of Asia Pacific, these victors only had to win one match at their regional playoffs to advance and be eligible for the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League Finals. Not that that's an easy thing to do, and you'll see why in a minute. Let's see who made it right now. Check out the NA. If you're in for NA, who are you voting for? Who are you winning? Who's excited?
All right, here we go. So, semifinals, Evil Geniuses and Infamy walked away, but in the finals, it was Evil Geniuses that reigned supreme.
EG, coming in hot. You know what? What are you going to do?
GG.
See, one of the bigger, I would say one of the bigger esports conglomerates out there. You know,
really?
them and Optic and others of that nature. But let's talk about European playoffs and who made it on top. We said before, ENCE and Penta moved on. Almost hard to believe that Penta made it.
That's intense.
It's not hard to believe. Not at all. No. But anyway, what did they do in LATAM there, Ethan?
Well, in Latin America, we're going to take a look and see who won and who. I don't know what I'm saying here.
That's fair.
But moving on, Team Font and Black Dragons faced off in the finals, with Black Dragons Esports taking the win.
It's true. Now, unfortunately, Team Font did not call themselves Wingdings, so they do not have my vote. Moving right along, let's talk Asia Pacific here for a second there, folks. Round drum roll, please. Here we go. Mantis FPS up against EINS. EINS made it through.
Of course. The person with the harder name is always going to make it through, because then we have to read it.
Speaking of made it through and the harder names, let's take a look at all 8 teams.
All right.
And of course, why wouldn't we? So let's see. North America, these are who you're going to be excited for if you're into the NA Esports Rainbow Six scene. Evil Geniuses and Infamy.
Moving on over to Europe, we have Penta, of course, and ENCE Esports.
It's true. Now, Latin America, Black Dragons Esports and Team Font.
While Asia Pacific, EINS, was it EINS?
Yeah, I think it's EINS.
Crap.
It's okay.
We already had this conversation.
It's fair.
And Mantis FPS. Congratulations, you guys. We will see you in the finals.
It's true. Now, with these 8 teams having been decided and all 4 regions represented, Pro League admins over at ESL had to determine how the bracket placement would work for the Pro League Finals event. So let's take a look at the format rules.
Right. 8 teams will compete in a single elimination bracket. That means 7 games will be played to determine the best team of the year of Year 2 Season 3. And the bracket has the following caveats.
Okay. 8 teams will compete in a single elimination bracket. Excuse me as I almost... Never mind, it's live. What are you going to do? Now, the first place teams from each region place into Group 1. Second place teams into Group 2. Obviously.
Yes.
The teams from that same region, what can they not do, Ethan?
They cannot meet each other in the first or second round. Now, APAC, yeah, I said that right. Teams are considered the same region, believe it or not. And regional matchups must be different in each side of the bracket.
Just going there to mix things up in a way that will make some drama and some fun.
Mix it up.
Oh! Whoa! Now, from there, ESL drew these 8 teams into the bracket, so let's take a look at what, where, and how these teams ended up.
Final bracket. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited.
Oh yes, this is the one that we decided is going to be an interesting.
Yes.
So, that's
so right. Match 1, EINS versus Team Font.
True. Okay, so let's talk match 2. This I would call the match of death. Penta Sports and Mantis FPS, which is funny. Mantis, you think off the head.
Right.
But I don't think that's happening.
I think Penta's going to take it, but it'd be cool to see an upset.
Nice?
I love upsets. I'm a big fan.
Who doesn't?
Match number 3, we're going to see Evil Geniuses take on ENCE Esports.
It's true. Now, Black Dragons, Esports, and Infamy round out match numero 4.
Those are some intense first rounds.
There are some really good rounds. I mean, they made it this far. They might as well go head-to-head and
Indeed.
Mono-E for their mono.
Now, for those viewing out there who know nothing about these teams, don't worry, because our next segment is all about highlighting these teams and the players in them.
It's true.
Let's
learn you some knowledge, shall we? So there's a hefty amount of competition going into the Pro League finals. The bracket's packed full of heavy hitters, as we just saw, that represent the best of the best in the Siege scene from all 4 regions. That's all over the world. Now, the playing field is pretty level heading into the finals, but there are a few standouts among the group that are worth taking a closer look at. Tell us about Penta, Ethan.
All right, Penta, first among them, obviously, who we're talking about this whole time, one of 2 teams representing the European region. After having swept the European playoffs, Penta is going to put up an incredible fight in the Pro League finals, especially if they are able to capitalize on their momentum going forward. But with rockstar players like Nicholas Pengu Mortizen, I think I'm pronouncing
it sounded
that right.
great.
Thank you. Who practically carried his team with his Blackbeard and Echo operator play, maintaining momentum seems to be the least of their worries.
Hey, here's some fun facts about riffing. Pengu's favorite animal is a penguin.
Men in little tuxedos.
Penta is based out of Germany, that's Germany, and they went undefeated in the playoffs.
They are animals when it comes to esports, it seems. They cannot lose.
No. But I guess we'll find out soon, shall we?
Indeed. Take this one.
I'll take this. Okay, let's talk NC Esports. They're out of Finland. It's looking for a second chance at glory after taking second in the European finals. Now, players like Cantor Ketty, that
was good.
Man, thank you. That was almost a thing. And if you want to see how that's spelled, look it up. It's delicious. No C's, all K's. Here we go. Cantor Ketty, who is known for his strategy and incredible reaction time, might just give them the edge they need to win and definitely make ENCE a force to be reckoned with in the tournament. You want to give us some fun facts?
Yeah, fun facts. ENCE is sponsored by an online store, Jim's PC Store. Who put that in there?
Here's fun, by the way. Jim's is spelled with 2 M's.
Ooh.
That's how you know it's
Now,
right.
That is fun. ENCE's Rainbow Six team was created in July after acquiring Gifu?
I think it's Gifu.
Gifu Esports. So they're a new team.
Pretty new to the scene as I spit on your computer, and I'm sorry.
That's fine. I can't reach out anymore.
Cantor Ketty also uses a HyperX Cloud 2 headset.
Nice.
I hope we were paid to say that, because he was paid to wear it.
Now, looking at the Latin American region, you'll find Team Font and the Black Dragon representing. Black Dragons took the Latin American playoffs at the end of October, and the top with top players like Julio Giacomelli. Is that pretty good? And Zua Kamikaze Gomez. Maybe it's Gomez. It's not hard to understand how. Let's take a look at this moment from the playoffs. And I apologize for the butchering of names.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. However, Team Font is not to be discounted. Although they took second in the Latin American playoffs, Black Dragons had to fight tooth and nail to beat them. They've got a strong lineup of players, rounding out their team, with most notable one being Gabriel Cameraman Hespenhol, who is known for his clutch play ability. Let's take a look at one of those moments. Of course, they're giving me the ones I can't say.
Well,
They're
you know.
hard. They're so hard.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just dumb.
Nope, you're not dumb.
Thank you. I
Not
needed that.
dumb. We're going to talk more about this. Team Font, who, of course, I will refer to as Wingdings, coming in here doing quite the gig there.
It's all about the angles in Rainbow Six. And I'll tell you this, I used to play 8 hours a day every day. I was a big fan, and watching these people play, I feel like an infant. Like, I thought I was so good.
That's okay.
And these guys are animals.
But
They're
you know what?
animals.
Looking at this is a lot like seeing Shakespeare the way it was meant to be said.
Oh, fair.
It's like seeing Kobe. And more importantly, it's moving on to the North American region. Speaking of Kobe's hometown area, it's a country. Let's take a look at the top seed in Team Continuum, also known as Evil Geniuses now, as they were recently acquired by EG. So this team is stacked with talent. We're talking team captain Canadian. Yes, that's his gamer tag. That is incredible. Way to go, Troy Jar. Now, Canadian is known for his ability to counter-strat opposing teams on the fly with expert decision-making based on his years of play time. Whew. Commanding a team of top-tier players, including Jung, Continuum, /EG is looking to come out swinging at the finals, and they might just have what it takes to win.
Very nice. Fun facts. Canadian has participated in every season of Rainbow Six Siege. Siege is player Jordan BK and another name, Sujin's first competitive first-person shooter. This is his first competitive first-person shooter, and he's that good.
I'm telling you.
That makes me sick to my stomach. That makes me know I'll never have a chance. That's what that does.
Nothing like a little Thursday inspiration to help you get through the week.
Oh. And finally, Continuum is comprised of players from both the US and Canada.
It's true.
Interesting.
Now, the second team that represents the NA region is Infamy, who took second at the North American playoffs, banking on their team's combined experience with Siege. Infamy pulled out a surprising qualification for the Pro League Finals this season. Now, it remains to be seen whether their experience will be a boon to them, great word for using in this script.
Yeah.
I love it. To them, or whether or not their luck will hold out. Fun facts, Twitch streamer Dr. Disrespect is rooting for Infamy at the finals.
The two-time
Twitch streamer /
Dr. Disrespect.
What's it say streamer of the year?
Streamer of the year. Yeah, congrats to Doc.
Congratulations to you
Two-time.
and your mullet, sir.
It's glorious. Finally, we have teams from the Asian Pacific region, EINS and Mantis FPS. Both teams are newcomers to the Siege scene, so welcome, but both have fought hard to become the top 2 seeds from their region. Their performance in this tournament will prove if they have what it takes to compete at this level of play, or if they've just been riding a wave of beginner's luck. Either way, the fact that they've made it this far is an accomplishment in and of itself. I love the average Joe.
It's very true.
It is.
Fun facts. Median age of Mantis, 23.
Oh, man.
So that makes me feel old. Invert those numbers there, kids.
With this much raw talent packed into one tournament, it will certainly be an incredible event to watch, with more than a few upsets possible, and you know I'm praying for them.
I do.
But I don't think any of us would expect any less at this level of competition in Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege, Tom Clancy would be proud.
You would.
So let's talk about Penta Esports. The supergroup, and I mean that sincerely, reigning from Berlin, have made their way to the Pro League season finals once more. Penta is like the optic for any other esport. So this, however, isn't their first rodeo. As their previous 2 seasons, they've taken first place in the finals. At this point, they kind of know where things are. They're like, I know that guy is going to get me water. I know this is where I put my sweatshirt. Penta Sports has been making this year theirs. As the start of year 2, Penta went on to the Season 1 finals, facing against Black Dragon Esports in a best-of-3 and only losing 1 game within the 2 rounds it took to beat them. Penta Sport held strong. A big GG to Dragon.
Yeah.
For at least taking 1 game.
Yeah, seriously. You are up against nothing but competition with
Nothing
Penta.
but.
Yes. Rolling into the second season, making it to the finals there as well, and facing against Elevate. Playing in a best-of-3, Penta took the first round 5-1, and then promptly took the second round 5-3, becoming Year 2 Season 2 champions.
It's true. So now Penta heads towards that 3rd season Pro League final, trying to prove that 2017 is also the year of Penta. There you go, there. So that, for those that remember, Penta also won the very first Pro League Finals back in year 1, which is insane. They're still at the top as Rainbow Six Siege has updated and changed so much that since that time. So to adapt to changes is quite impressive for that. I mean, truly, not to be in front of the meta like that, because really, if you get behind,
they've added so many characters, it's amazing that they can continue to just dominate the battlefield. It blows my mind.
Well done, Penta. You deserve it all.
Yes. So many people will be predicting a Penta victory. There are 2 wildcards in the tournament. Just this season, the Pro League introduced the Asia Pacific Division. And from that, we're getting the teams EINS and Mantis FPS. And this is a brand new division. As this is a brand new division of the Pro League, no one knows what to expect.
No.
So it could be crazy. It could be intense.
I'm hoping for some really great firefights. I'm also hoping for some great TV. So, however, thanks to this league being so new, I love this part, it does seem things weren't thought all the way through, as Japanese laws prohibit EINS from winning any money from the tournament.
What?
Yep, you heard me right.
That's
Instead, any money they would have won will be distributed amongst the other teams.
What? So even if they win?
So they're actually, they're paying the other teams to win.
That's...
In fact, it would be better if they lost.
That's a bummer.
Just math.
That's a bummer. Luckily, Mantis FPS doesn't have the same problems. Although coming from the same qualifiers as EINS, they come from South Korea, which will allow them to win overall. So I guess a win for EINS is sort of a win for everybody.
I guess so.
Poor guys. Poor Mantis. That's a bummer.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Okay. However, I think we all know who the crowd will be cheering for.
Yeah.
It's true. So this season's finals, we mentioned, they're going to be in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Black Dragons and Team Font's home country. Brazil, of course, really getting in with all of the esports right now. I mean, they're CSGO people. They've been joining the Rocket League quite a bit, as I understand. Now, everyone knows Brazil fans know how to scream and shout and let it all out. as a Brazilian fan base is a loyal fan base and not a little scary sometimes.
Indeed. A large majority of any competition is confidence, and you bet that Black Dragons and Team Fawn are going to hear cheers as they come out to compete. Brazilian teams have also been known to strategize and prioritize different objectives than the rest of the world. So let's hope that the rest of the competition has prepared for that. That's pretty interesting.
So between the reigning champs Penta, trying to gain a year worth of wins, the Asia Pacific wild cards, and the Brazilian home field advantage, quite honestly, it's looking like it could be some insane finals. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of shaking up going on.
I'm very excited.
It does sound exciting, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm so glad we got to talk about this for so long, too. So there you have it, folks. That's all the information we think you need to know ahead of this event this weekend. And you can tune in once again, mixer.com/Rainbow6, the number 6, at 6:30 a.m. Pacific on Saturday and 6:30 a.m. Pacific on Sunday. You can also watch it on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
It's true. Now check out the blog on Rainbow 6. That's a 6.ubisoft.com. And ESL's website. That's proleague.com/R, the number 6, for more information on the event this weekend. Tickets are still on sale if you're watching from Brazil. Make sure to check out the event.
Bonus. Here's a bonus, guys.
Let's hear it.
You ready for this?
Yes, of course.
It's also a free-to-play weekend for Rainbow Six Siege on all platforms. So download yourself a copy, and it's a fun game to play and watch. And if you want to get slaughtered, I will be on Xbox this weekend. I'm still never going to be
I'm sorry. The threatening coming from a guy wearing a sweater.
A sweater and a collared
I'm
shirt.
just saying.
It's like a shamrock shake.
And that is so much love for Ethan. We also know the details about the 6 Invitational, too. Will be discussed on Sunday, so don't want to miss out on that. Hey, listen, this is the schedule. Check a look at this.
Check a look at
this, friends.
Here we go.
It's true. Saturday and Sunday, that's the schedule you're going to be adhering to if you want to learn more about this and other events.
They're going to be announcing the next operation. I wanted to jump in on that, which is like the next segment. Then you shoot 2 new heroes, new map, that kind of stuff. Yes, should be pretty awesome.
Oh my goodness! So Rainbow Six Siege fans of all stripes, you're gonna want to see things. You're gonna want to see it. You're gonna want to play it. You're gonna want to do it. Speaking of doing it, we'll be right here each and every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific. That's 6 p.m. Eastern on this channel, which you could be watching us on Mixer Channel 1, but you should be watching us on mixer.com/thisweekinesports. Not that we don't love you, but that's where you can check.
Yes, and make sure to follow so you get those crisp new emotes of you and Rukari's faces. They're great.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they're not great. I mean, they're great for us. Anyway, be sure to watch our past episodes right below on our channel page and follow us on Twitter @WatchMixer for updates on the show and to know what's happening in the wide, wide world of esports.
Speaking of the wide, wide world of esports, tune in #esports weekends starting at 8 a.m. Pacific this Saturday with a rerun of this episode. Just in case you want to see it again, we only show Esports Canton on Mixer.com/Channel 1 during the weekends, but it's also Minecon Earth on Saturday.
Yes.
So that'll be on the docket starting right after the rerun at 8:40 p.m. for all the blocky goodness you can get down on.
AM.
What did I say?
PM.
Don't go at PM. You're going to miss everything.
Yeah, like come in, like, what happened?
Listen, I mean, but in fairness,
and
what?
Yeah, you're good. We're good.
Okay.
And finally, it's all right. I'm covering for you. 8:40 a.m. It's all good. Make sure you tune into Minecon Earth. It's going to be insane.
Will Arnett's hosting.
Yeah. He is.
He is.
It's going to be great. I love
What a
Arnett.
delightful.
And finally, don't forget to watch our sister show, The Great, The Wonderful Tips and Tricks, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, starring the star, Malik Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Malik.
Wow.
Next up, well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, thank you for being on.
Just
we do that and we do this and we do this.
Yeah,
this
nice.
thing and it
Woo, that
happens.
was the lamest thing we've ever done on camera.
Yeah, it's probably true. But let's talk about something that isn't lame.
What?
Raids.
Ooh, I don't think we have one this week, unfortunately, because we went so long.
Oops.
Can
Well,
we get confirmation, Lennox? Confirmation. That is confirmation. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for having me on and butchering all the esports names. I had a great time.
this guy worked out and it works out for us. Thank you very much for being here. Until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.